Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another stream, but this time on Twitch, new home of streaming for Bambino Games. I'll talk about that a little bit here, but just a quick stream because I wanted to do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is fly this crazy acrobatic plane, an AeroFly FS2 in VR in New York City. I just never got around to it. It's like one of those things you have on your list to try, and you just never get around to doing it. Well, today I'm going to do it. Today I'm going to do it. So I appreciate you guys joining me here on Bambino Games Live. I've actually had this Twitch channel for quite some time, but always focused on the YouTube side. And but now I decided that I think Twitch is really the home for streaming, and that's where I'm going to be for any live stream. Still going to be doing tutorial videos and stuff like that, informational videos for flight sim and other stuff on the YouTube channel. And I'll definitely be posting all the replays of live stream on YouTube as well. So if you miss a live stream and you're interested in watching it, or watching one, I should say, it'll be on YouTube. So for the most part, unless it's a complete bomb and I decide to delete it. But yeah, let's get to it. Give me 1 second here. All right, so we're in AeroFly FS2. As if you know anything about, well, AeroFly FS2 is a flight simulator from IPAX, and it's been around a while. It's an evolving flight simulation software package. It has native VR, one of the few that has native VR. DCS and AeroFly and P3D version 4 all have inherent VR. X-Plane's getting it at the end of the month. That's what they're saying for beta. But in any event, AeroFly's had it for quite some time on Rift and Vive. Built right in, real easy to use, and it looks amazing. Frame rates are amazing, at least on my system. Ever since I had a 970 GTX 970, which was the first card I had in my system, AeroFly in VR has been just dandy. So, you know, I had a 170 after that, and now with 1080 Ti, it's pretty amazing. So, anyway, what we're going to fly today is this SC2 Fly Extra 330LX Acrobatic plane. Okay, and this is actually a real plane. You got a website. You can go to their website, extraaircraft.com, and this is the plane that it's modeled after. It looks like a pretty nice model, at least aesthetically. It's a tail dragger, which is interesting. I don't fly a lot of those, but I've flown it a little bit. It's an amazing plane. You got let's see, never exceed 220 knots. Okay. But they're basically, what I read, that this thing can, actually it says it's up to plus or minus 10 Gs. So this plane can make some pretty crazy turns. And just in the trials of checking this thing out, it's been a lot of fun to fly. So I figured, you know, unfortunately AeroFly doesn't have a racing course, which would be cool if it did for this. You could find one somewhere. But, so I figured New York City would be a great place because it has all the bridges and buildings and stuff, and you can pull tight turns and stuff like that. So I thought that would be a good place to go. So one thing is, while I'm in this plane, I'm not going to have access to chat, so I won't be able to, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. You got 5 people watching right now, so if you want to talk amongst yourselves, that's fine. But yeah, hit the follow button too if you'd like, and you'll get notifications of when I'm streaming again. And anyway, let's get to it. We got 2 choices of liveries, this red or this orange. Orange looks kind of cool, but I'm going to stick with the red for now. Just like the lines of the red. Yeah, it looks really, really, really cool. So that's the plane we're going to be flying. Just to take a look at the setups here. Let's see. Yeah, this stuff's pretty standard. Controls. I'm using the my CH Products yoke. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, D Young 522. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for the follow. I'm going to switch over at some point for this plane with the Thrustmaster stick, the T1600M. I figure it'd be kind of cool. Graphics, I've got it on Ultra. No limit on frame rate, and resolution is 1940 by 1080, 1080p. Here's my VR settings, so you can take a look at that. Show hand controllers during simulation. I didn't realize they had that, and that might be new in the recent update. And you can also have a native view, which is what you're looking at, the native view in the window there. So you're going to see what I see. Miscellaneous, don't need any of this stuff. And that's it. All right, so location's going to be, I'm going to start at Newark because that's the closest. NYC is right here. So we're going to be flying the rivers. Oh, thanks for the follow there, FM Holland. I appreciate that follow. Hey, Tonophan, how you doing, man? Thanks for the follow. Your loathing of Twitch. Yeah, sorry, man. It's the place to be for streaming. There's just, because when you stream, you have to be where the streamers are in your clientele. Yeah, I'm great, FM Holland. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for following. I appreciate that. And Twitch is the place to stream. You've got other people here. You can host other people. You can, you can network with other streamers. It just makes more sense to be on this side. So I decided rather than push the envelope on YouTube, I'm going to stick with this. So yeah, I'm sure you get it. But anyway, there's New York. You can see Central Park right there. This is what I love about, one of the things I love about AeroFly. Now, they do have a limited map. I mean, they have nothing in the center of the country. They've got a lot on the West Coast. California, Phoenix, Utah, Colorado, all these blue points are airports that you can fly. Okay? So there's a lot of places you can fly on the West Coast. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Commander Erasmus. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It's hard for me to read it because it's on the blue background there. Anyway, they've had. I think I had to pay for the New York metropolitan area. It doesn't go too far. It's just basically New Jersey and parts of Connecticut, or of New York and Connecticut. I don't think there's anything in Boston yet, so it's kind of limited, but it is what it is. So anyway, one benefit of the new hard drive I just got, which I bought a 6 terabyte hard drive that I'm doing Ortho 4XP for X-Plane. I uninstalled AeroFly, which was taking up 110 gig on one of my SSD drives, and I installed it on the hard drive, and it's working just fine. So it frees up a lot of space on one of my SSDs, which is good. Anyway, we're going to be taking off here from. Hold on. Let me do this right. Location. Runway 11. Okay, and that's it. Let's get to it. It'll take a little bit to load it up pretty quick. Now, this thing is really touchy on the brakes. As you can see, it's a tail dragger. Let me just show you the outside. Ooh, there's the front seat. Okay, so you can have someone in the front seat and scare the shit out of them. There's this. There it is. That's what it's looking like. That is a nice looking plane. Look at that. Oof. I don't know if I can. Can I scroll around here? Yeah, I can. Let's just go around there and take a look. That's a nice looking plane, man. Oof. I wish they had this in X-Plane. I really do. It would be cool. Maybe they do, but I like to go fast in simulators. I really do. And this, to me, a plane like this is a reason to buy AeroFly, if you ask me. You'll see what I mean when I fly it here. So we got a couple of views here. There's tower view. we're inside the tower. Look at that. That's kind of cool. And there's the plane there. So, all right. Let me set this view up. I guess that's going to be good. Now, the thing is that this guy's got smoke. So I'm going to turn my smoke on. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but who knows? Now, a lot of this stuff doesn't work. You can see the mouse doesn't work on a lot of stuff here, okay? You got a radio, you got a transponder. It looks it's really cool in VR. I mean, it looks like I'm in a aluminum frame plane, okay? Carbon fiber instrument panel. The dials themselves, the gauges are flat, they're 2D. That could have been done a little bit better. But all the knobs and switches and stuff stick out in 3D, and they're in really, really good detail. All of the mechanics down below there, like the rudder pedals and stuff, they're all in 3D. The stick, I don't know what the hell that is. What is this? There's an on and off button there, and it doesn't work. The other thing is I am having a hard time mapping the mixture to my throttle quadrant for some reason, but I guess I'll figure it out at some point. All right, so let's get to it. There's a tail dragger, so you got to kind of take off slow. It doesn't have flaps. So what I kind of learned here is that you got to kind of go slow. You can't go too fast. Just got to kind of build up the momentum. And you got to look out the side here like this. Oh, we're starting to... Very touchy on the rudder pedals. I think I have to adjust that. Starting to gain some speed here. And then when the tail comes up, the same thing with the brakes. The brakes are really touchy. Looking nice there, eh? I could probably gas her now. Yeah. Sweetness. Woo! Let's get some pedal. Let's get some gas this thing. Tank is on E, but that's all right. You can't fill the thing up with gas anyway. But look how quickly you can accelerate this thing. We're heading over northern New Jersey here. Let's do this inside the cat. Watch this. Ready? Woo! That's the way to do it, baby. It has an accelerometer there, so I guess that's telling you your G's. So let's do this. Look how precision that is. That's awesome. And the feeling in VR is like, it's awesome. It's just awesome. We'll buzz by the Statue of Liberty. Super smooth flight in VR. Getting a little stuttering there for some reason. Might be because of streaming. Great detail on that. Just see something here. All right. Let's buzz some bridges. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm getting the stuttering. It might be because I'm streaming, but before I was not getting that at all. Super smooth. Maybe I need to knock it down a high. How'd you like to fly one of these things, man? Little front seat. Oh, it is great, and like I said, you're seeing a little stuttering. That is not normal, and I think that's just because of the streaming. It's silky, silky, silky smooth, and the scenery looks amazing. It's the best sim in VR right now, AeroFly, as far as visuals. There's no question about that. We'll head over to the GWB. Do a couple of rolls. This plane is fun. Central Park's a little grown in down there. All right, that's the George Washington Bridge. Again, we're doing 200 knots here. Sorry, 190 knots. Let's get her up. We're pulling. Climbing pretty quick there, and then. I mean, we could probably get up to the Tappan Zee in about 5 minutes. It's right up there. There's the Hudson River. There's the Palisades Cliffs right there. Not greatly modeled, but okay, decently modeled. And let's do this. Pulling 3.4 Gs there. You definitely get arrested for doing this, but it's fun as hell. I tell you what, can we do a roll under here? Let's see. Oh, that was cool. Oh man. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about. I can blast the manifold pressure and the prop, so I don't really have to worry about the engine dying or anything. Waking up all the East Side tenants. Now, AeroFly has a really nice rendering of the Freedom Tower. They really do. I don't see the smoke happening though. Let's just, like, my smoke isn't on. So I guess the smoke doesn't really work. I wish the smoke worked. That would be cool. You have any control over this thing? No. There's the Freedom Tower. Really nicely modeled. I wonder if you could see the reflection of the plane in it. Let's just see. Can't see your reflection. Let's go check out the Verrazano. Climb up here a little bit. We got to do a loop. Yeah, but this livery actually looks better than the one that they show on the screen there. I love the stripes and stuff. That looks really nice. All right, we're already up to 2,500 feet. Sandy Hook right over there. That's New Jersey. That's Staten Island right there. Verrazano narrows, goes to Staten Island. Oh, this is awesome. Just the view is just incredible. Pushing 220 here, or 215. Now it's smooth. I guess because maybe it was loading scenery before, but it was... Oh, this is kind of low. Let's see if I can get under there. That's how you do it right there. Pulling 3 Gs. Ooh. Yeah, see, that kind of movement's quick. Look, we just went up. What are we at, 1,000? I guess so. Let's get her up here. We'll do some loops over the Hudson Bay here. Oh, I got a tack right there. Cool. Oh, okay. We have one full. We got a half tank, and the other tank is empty. So do I have a fuel selector? Nav lights, turn those on. There's no fuel selector. I don't know what that does. Anyway, where are we? Are 4,000. I think we could do a loop here. Let's do a loop. Sure wish I had smoke. Look at that view. That's awesome. Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, the things work. The switches work, but they don't do anything. Let's go buzz some buildings. Well, thanks for checking the stream out, and everybody hit the follow button. I appreciate you guys doing that. I know Belgeode would enjoy this. He streams a lot. Belgeode is a guy who streams on YouTube. He does a lot of AeroFly and BCS. See if I can get between those buildings right there. Yeah, see, we're chopping. We're getting choppy there because we're getting into the auto, or not autogen. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's cool. So accurate. Ooh, that was a lot of G's there. I went to 6 G's. Wow, okay, get it out of that. There you go. Stalled it. That was pretty freaky. That almost made me sick there. All right, trim works pretty well. I got that trimmed out pretty nicely there. Ellis Island. Let's go land her back at Newark. I think Newark is over there. Landing is tricky. Landing is tricky. Yeah, you know what that is? It's because I'm running on a hard drive now. It's loading it from the hard drive, scenery. That's what's taking the time. But I just can't give up 120 gig on my SSD for this, you know. And I think if I wasn't streaming, it would probably be just fine. That's pretty nasty right there. That's better. I guess it loaded all the scenery. Alright, we got a runway there, so let's try. I'm not sure if I can make that. I'm going to slow down here. Just turn the prop back a little bit. And don't laugh at me if I screw the pooch here. Let's get that nose up, slow her down. It's a north-south runway, sorry, east-west runway at Newark, which is a very, very rarely used runway because the prevailing winds are usually north to south. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. You gotta be very careful with the brakes though, because if you hit the brakes too hard, you will go nose down right into the pavement. That wasn't a bad landing, considering that's like the third time I've ever landed a tail dragger. A little kind of touchy on the, what do you call it? A lot of P factor, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Just trying to dial this in and get her. Let's just slow it down here. And that's that, guys. That was awesome. Love this plane. Anyway, that was a quick stream, guys. I just wanted to show you the plane. I appreciate you guys checking it out, and it's a lot of fun, man. Some really nice planes in AeroFly. They really are, and you know, like I said, this plane here is a reason, at least for me, to fly this simulator. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the follows, and thanks for all the love. And you guys have a great Sunday evening. Take care.